Hi there, old friend. How has life treated you? Hi there, old friend. How has life treated you? All right, always the questions with you. No, you're perfectly safe. Actually, I am safe. Well, if you had extra dimensional awareness, you would find that very funny and not at all confusing. Okay. Calm down now. I'm afraid this one is going to be one of those good news and bad news situations. All right, let's just rip the band-aid as usual. Well, the thing is, and don't take this the wrong way, but you may have been coming down with just a slight little case of death. I am serious. Uh, uh, well, as for the how it happened, I am sorry, but I cannot tell you that. Okay, technically, I can tell you that because I'm the demigod in charge of reincarnating you. But let's say that your death was not a good look for you. No, it was rather embarrassing. Let's just forgive and forget, and primarily just forget, as you always do when you leave here, and just get you back to the land of the living and keep you living life. Oh, no, I can't send you back. Not really. I'd need a doctor or something for that. That's just not how this works. It's reincarnation, it's not revival. Yeah, you're going to go in a whole new vessel, essentially. Oh, right. Yeah, that's always how it goes. Anyone who gets to be human just wants to get back and do the human thing again. Well, I'm not big on humans, I'm afraid. Oh, no, don't get me wrong. I just mean I don't really have a lot of options for humans right now. Yeah, let's not get into the geopolitics of it all. I have many other interesting options for you, though. For instance, have you considered being a dragonfly? Like there's so many dragonflies, and you would be back here sooner than you know it with a whole life worth of. Okay. Can't blame a being for trying, okay? But how about life as a koala, spending most of your life slightly buzzed from leaves and climbing trees, good weather? I think it could be a pretty nice fit. No? Maybe a dragonfly? Okay, I'm just checking. Is that how you talk to a semi divine being? I used to command a lot more respect. Well, actually, I do still have a small cult following in India. Maybe we could do something with that. Well, don't knock it till you try it. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you three absolutely premium options, and I promise you, no matter which one you pick, you will love it. Unless you want to go for the dragonfly. I'll stop. I'll stop. For this time, obviously. Well, you wouldn't believe how many lives I've lived. as all sorts of tiny creatures. Right, you wouldn't. Well, you're a wonderful person, but strictly speaking, a regular soul. Me as a demigod, I can divide myself up and live countless lives at the same time. I'm not omnipresent or anything, that's major league powerful. I'm just multi present. Well, thanks. Uh, no matter what you pick, you bet I'll be checking up on you one way or the other. Not in a very influential way, but I'll still be there. Just try not to eat me, if you would. Huh, yeah, easier said than done. Been through that one. So, okay, three options. First off, and I think you are going to be joyed. Well, maybe not overjoyed, but regular joyed. A cow in India. No, this would be a good cow. Like, not just a random one, but one of those that you visualize when you think Indian cow. Living the good Indian cow life, which, let me tell you, is a good life to live. Well, I don't really change much once the process gets going, but I can make sure you get a good neighborhood. And let me tell you, the good ones are real good with this one. Okay, that's fair. Next up is a Swiss house cat. Uh-huh. A house cat has all the benefits of human civilization and none of the hard work. And I mean, it's Switzerland. Uh-huh. You could even spend virtually the same amount of time on the computer. Well, you would mostly use it for napping, but you'd still be on the computer. I know that look. You feel like none of these options give you the creativity that you need. You can't use fully your soulful imagination that is you. Am I right? Well, of course I am. You're just a creative soul through and through. So, just because I like you, I'm going to get in a tiny bit of trouble with higher ups, and I'm going to offer you to be born as a human in a small Indian village. Yes, exactly. You would be a member of my cult. How cool is that? Oh, trust me, you can get plenty of creative work done with that human touch that you love so much. So, what do you say, buddy? Oh, I know you would. Wait, what is that? What's going on now? Oh, oh, right. Uh, seems there is a good news, bad news kind of situation. Always, huh? Well, the bad news is none of those options are going to be available for now. It's not going to be quite within my power to do that. Well, the good news is that there seems to be some pretty decent revival attempts going on. Well, I did say attempts. If we're going to be strict, this is way too little, way too late. They hardly know what they're doing. But not really one to shy away from a little bit of rule bending now and then. And this is probably going to be way less problematic than the Indian option anyway. There is one catch, though. Well, since I'm doing this backwards, you will actually remember me this time around. So that'll be unusual for you. No, don't start anything. It would make such a huge fuzz. And yeah, okay. Well, I guess I'll see you next time. Take care now, buddy. You make this one count. Yes, yes. Off you go. It'll be fun doing it this way for a change. And